Hello and welcome back to another episode of Project Oarai. Now, you might be wondering, where are we? What's going on? Where is everything? We're actually on another side of the map, where this is normally where I test things. This is where I have like a lot of props and buildings that obviously, because of how far we are away, they don't render in and you can't see them. But this is where I test ideas and look at different props and buildings. This is my little test zone, if you will. And we're here because I have lost the footage or deleted it. I'll be honest, I probably deleted it because I did clear out my hard drive a few days ago of some footage from episodes, probably from when we just finished the nuclear power plant. So there's at least a couple of episodes in there that I just needed to get some room back, to be honest. And yeah, I must have deleted it or something. Also, I do have to apologize. My voice is a little bit scuffed. I've had a really sore throat. I've had a really sore throat lately, and it makes me sound a little bit weird at times. And if my voice changes throughout this, you'll have to forgive me. I pause the recording, have a drink, clear my throat, and then I carry on speaking again. So yeah, my apologies for that. Anyways, let's just get back to it, shall we? Yeah, I'm basically showing you me building this again for the very few people that like to see the stuff get built. And it's not going to be super clean. It's just going to be really thrown together. It's going to be a rough makeup of the original one I built that I deleted the footage for, lost it, whatever. So yeah, you're going to see roughly how I made it, like I said. But yeah, this is the video for it. I wanted there to be at least something, because I've always said I want to show as much as possible. That's always been something very close to me, that I want to show everything. So yeah, it's a little bit more sped up than my normal stuff, but I didn't want to spend like 15 minutes, 20 minutes on showing it when I'd already built it, and I really didn't want to build it again and put all that time and effort into it again. Because when I made this the first time, I was watching some on my other monitor, and I was just taking my time, and I was just relaxing while I was making it. And then when I'd found out the footage was gone, blah, 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 I just was really not looking forward to building it again. I really wasn't happy about it, so I'm going to have to try and not do this in the future, because a lot of time and effort went into making this, even though it looks like it was fairly quick because of this little video that's sped up. But no, it actually took a while to make this. But this is sped up by like 400%, so it looks super quick, but it wasn't in the slightest. Now, we're just going to get straight into the rest of the video now. And this is an area that I wasn't really too sure on how to even make, to be honest, because I'm kind of going off Google Earth for like this entire area. And this actually isn't here on Google Earth, at least the part with the cable car and the little shops that I have for people. But I do want this to be, like I've said, I want this to be like a little bit of a tourist attraction area, maybe where you'd come for a few days, break away from the city, or something like that. Because obviously this is going to be where we're going to have the hot springs eventually. So I do want it to feel like there's a bit of history at this village area. I don't think it's big enough to be a town, to be honest. So yeah, I just want there to have that feeling of it's got a bit of history to it. I think I'm gonna put like what what am I looking for? I'm gonna try and see about maybe adding in a shrine / graveyard area that maybe looks a little bit old and run down, like it's been there a few years. Well, a few years, a lot of years. I'm not sure that idea's on the table, but that is one thing that is on my mind for this area. Because like what I said, I do want this to feel like a bit of a tourist attraction area, but not like a super popular one. But, you know, there's a hot springs here. It gets tourist attractions because of stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it is going to be like a rural village, because in this episode, we are going to be covering, again, like in the last episode. The last episode, we did like a little bit of a farm area at the back of the bus terminal station where the tunnel was that's collapsed. We did put some farming houses on a lower section near there. And I'm doing something similar in this episode, as we are going to venture north in this episode up the road. We're going to do some more kind of modern houses, and then it's going to be followed by rural houses. Like, it's going to be loads of trees, farming areas around, just so you get that feel of you're going through the village and you're hitting like the more modern houses, and then you can clearly tell that you're getting out of the village because it's getting a little bit more country, it's getting a little bit more rural, it's got that vibe to it. And I've tried to get that vibe, I feel like. I'm happy with it, to be honest. There's not really anything I'd change on it, which makes a change for me, because normally I build stuff and then I'm like, I could have done this. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. And there is another thing in the episode that we're going to get to later, which I have not built yet, and that is going to be a supermarket. Now, it wasn't until I'd actually built the supermarket that I'd realized that I have not built a supermarket anywhere else on the map. And considering this is meant to be a small village, it's got a supermarket, but yet Nunoshida, which isn't finished yet, we will be going back to Nunoshida because I believe we have at least 2 to a maximum of 3 episodes left there, because we've still got the empty space along the train line, and we also have the area to the left of where the train station is. So there's still them areas that have yet to be done. Now, I'm wondering if we should go back and try and see if we can fit a supermarket somewhere with some more farms and houses, just to finish out the areas of Nunoshida that need finishing. I don't think there'll be long episodes in Nunoshida, maybe 20-30 minutes max, because we've done a lot in Nunoshida. Like, there's really not a lot that we can do there apart from maybe adding in a shrine, or well, we've already got a shrine, but maybe like a graveyard, so that there's somewhere where the people that live close by can be buried when that time comes. But other than that, we've kind of built a lot in Nunoshida. We've got all the buildings, we've got the farming area, we've got a train station, we've got the school, we've got the fire station. We've got a lot. We've kind of covered our bases in Nunoshida. But it doesn't have a supermarket, so as for right now, I guess they're living off junk food from the corner shops. Which isn't a very good diet, so we might have to go back and maybe give them a supermarket so they can get a more healthier option. Or they can just buy junk food from the supermarket. Either way. So yeah, I think we're going to go back and do that. Anyways, back onto the episode that we've actually got. Now, you can see on the right now, I posted a picture a few days ago saying, anyone want ice cream? Or ice cream anyone, I think was actually the title. And this area was definitely not there on Google Earth, but it reminded me of a place where I used to live, where instead of going over a bridge like you do in this village, you actually went round a bend on the seafront, and there is a beautiful fish and chippy on the corner. But just on the corner across the road from it is an ice cream bar where you can go in and eat ice cream and have loads of different flavors or whatever. And I wanted to do a similar thing when you came round this bend. So that's what I've gone and done. I've gone and done it so you go over the bridge, and the first thing you see is the ice cream stall. Well, it's not really a stall, but you know, you see the ice cream shop, and you see the people outside sat down and all that lovely stuff. Okay, so before I finish up this, you might see in the cinematics or while the camera's moving around that I did actually do a little bit of the sea wall with some houses going along it, but it's not actually shown in the video anywhere. My reasoning for that is because I was going to, but I kind of started to build it and I just wasn't happy. So, like I'd said in the past, where I want to do stuff out in chunks, I've decided to stop going to the left at the moment because I just wasn't clicking with it, to be fair. So we're just gonna go north at the moment, work our way up. You know, like what I said, to the farming areas, to the supermarket, and then we're gonna build some other stuff in the next episode. I think that's too many nexts, but oh well. So yeah, I've stopped doing that for now because I didn't want to carry on building something that I wasn't really clicking with, because nothing good comes from carrying on something like that. You're just not going to build something that you enjoy. So we're going to come round to that again eventually, and when we do, we'll get that sorted, but not for now. We're heading in a different direction. Now, that being said, my throat is absolutely killing me, so I'm going to save a bit of talking for the next episode. And until then, I hope you enjoy the rest of the episode. And like always, I'll see you all in the next one.